Well, this happens to all the different questions. There are 5 questions in total, so there are 5 stars. There's orange star, yellow star, red star, white star, blue star, moving at different speeds, and opening up different questions once clicked. There's also an object called star bomb. Basically, this object keeps on appearing after a certain amount of time, and if one waits too long or takes too much time in trying to open up the questions, the screen will be too filled with these bombs to actually click the stars. When this bomb is pressed, it will change into the object of explosion, and when the animation for the explosion ends, when this animation ends, as seen here, it'll open up the high score table, set the score back to 0, and go to room game over. This will jump to a random location. This is the star controller. It controls the appearance of the star bombs. When it's created, it'll set the alarm from 0 to 120. When it reaches 120, it'll create the object of star bomb at a random coordinate. And it'll also set the alarm 0 to 60. That means that every 60 counts, this will repeat. This section of coding will repeat. But also when the score is equal to 150, which means that if all the stars are clicked and opened, then it will show the high score table, set the score to 0, and go back to room game over. The next part, level 3, has a lot of animations into it. Level 3, still level 3. So the animation is set into 2 parts. It follows the storyline in which there's a red button and he tells them not to click the red button, but he does anyway and the spaceship explodes. And they're sent off to some random area and they're separated. Same concept as before, head moves up and down, back to menu screen, skips to next scene, which is the animation 2. So, this room. Dialog keys and moving on. It's like in this case, instead of opening up the play and restart the room buttons, it'll actually end in an explosion because the spaceship had exploded. Level 1, level 2, level 3, animation 3. Here. So when the animation ends, when explosion ends, we'll move to the next animation, animation 4. Of course, there's also a skip button, and this button skips right to the next animation room, this room. So here the player is this guy, the snitch guy. He has his own dialogue. When his dialogue ends, it'll open up these two. His is slightly different. He has an "Hey, I'll use the sunglasses" button and the play button. If one uses the sunglasses, the player is directed into the next room. Well, in the sunglass room, where he gets to see another way of seeing the constellations up in the sky. As seen here, this is actually a sky map. That's Orion, Big Dipper, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus. This whole background moves to the left, backgrounds. Horizontal speed -1. Once again, there's a skip button, so you can go direct and skip this page and go directly to the next room, which is the hard level.